Davante, welcome back. A lot more important than football. What was that moment like the first time you held your son?
I mean, it's special. It's definitely special. Everybody keep asking me if it was different, and it was. You know, just finally having that boy, and it was obviously, I feel like a lot of men come in wanting to have their boy first, especially, you know, doing what I do. I've always just felt like it's something that a boy would appreciate being in school right now, and you know, some of the things that my daughter will get to experience. But you know, at any point when you get your boy and you've been looking for him, you know, it's a great feeling, especially when they got.
I mean, you know, usually going into the first season in the offense, it might be an issue to miss a few practices and preseason games. And familiarity with these offenses that kind of help you, you know, jump back up to speed and you're ready for this week.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's only one part of it. Obviously, you know, you got to do what you got to do when it comes to family and obviously your children. But anytime you have to miss some time during camp at this point in the year, it's not the most comfortable feeling. But we got to get back to work, and obviously having some familiarity with the scheme, it helps me, eases my mind, knowing, you know, I've done it all before, and but still being able to get those reps. So we're gonna hit it hard, making sure we, you know, make up for any lost time.
I know you were busy, obviously, with family stuff, but was it kind of nice to get some time to rest your body a little bit and take away from the training camp?
I mean, we had only been going for like a week, so it wasn't that much. But I mean, anytime you get to rest and you know you played as long as I have, is, you know, your body's happy about it, but my mind is not, because you know it's racing, just thinking about being with the team, and you know, up to the point when my son got there, then obviously my mind kind of transferred more to that. You know, being that my wife was healthy and everything was smooth leading up to it, so didn't really have too much to just focus on with that. We were just kind of just playing the weight game and just watching film, watching the guys go, and still trying to keep up with them and make sure that they, you know, I'm there for them if they need anything, and vice versa.
Well, given the situation with the quarterback, are you know, and the starters playing on Saturday and maybe even this Saturday, do you want to be out there? Is this a chance that you would like to be out there on the field and play?
I mean, it'll be, I'm sure we'll have some sort of conversation, but I don't think I played in a preseason game since 16. So, I mean, we practice the right way, we go about it and get on the same page with the quarterbacks, and obviously a little bit of, you know, a few reps could help, but just based off of the risk, it's not on my mind. It's something that I'm looking forward to. I look forward to the games to, you know, watch the guys go at it and watch the team get better and all the things that go in with that, but definitely not, if I'm choosing, I'm not playing.
One guy that we've been noticing is Trey Tucker. He did a lot of work, you could tell, this offseason, and kind of carried over to that game. He made some nice catches. That the one where you know caught it falling down, diving. What are your thoughts on Trey and how he's approached year two?
Well, the first thing Trey did that was probably the smartest thing he's ever done is get LASIK eye surgery. So when he did that, you can tell he's a lot more confident catching the ball, and you know, playing this position, that has to be something that's not even on your mind. You know, you just think about making a play, not hopefully I catch this ball. So I've seen his confidence in his hands, and you know, you can feel a person's confidence as they progress and get better at a specific you know, part of their game. So to watch the evolution of him and to know his mentality and you know, his aim going out there, he's a very driven young player, and you know, he's doing all the things right now to put himself in position to keep getting better. So I mean, he's like my son right now. I feel like I got a son on the team, and in the most like brotherly way. But you know, we one in the year 2, one in the year 11. We got a little, you know, experience gap, and I love nothing more here but to, you know, help anybody, but especially that kid.
Gave out the nickname Businessman, Brock Bowers, you know, with what you saw from him, where he was lined up at, what you looked like from him.
Well, first I told him we were crossing paths yesterday, and I had to let him know, because you know, y'all and people on TV, you see, you know, that little one-stepper slant that he caught across the middle, you know, like that. You see a play like that, you kind of just look at it as a routine catch, which it should be, and that's kind of how we look at it. But those are not easy, especially as your first grab in the league. So to have a ball kind of at your knees while you're on the run back inside and catch it, and you know, make a guy miss kind of on that, and you know, I was proud of him. So I had to kind of give him a little positive reinforcement on that. But the businessman don't really need to hear from me. He's already locked in and ready to go. So proud of him for that too.
What are your thoughts on what you saw from the offense in the first 30 minutes last Saturday?
Impressed. They had me hyped, man. It was only the second time that I've been on a team and got to watch the game, you know, from home. So, you know, watching that first drive, seeing the explosive plays, Coach starting it off, running some good routes, Aiden going in there doing his thing and finding a good rhythm early, you know, with the QB battle and all that stuff. You know, that stuff can weigh on your mind sometimes, and you know, it can go one way or the other. So for him to start off like that, I know it did a lot for his confidence, and you know, the flow of the team. There's a couple, obviously, with some really clear, nice plays, and then there were some ones like the one where Jacoby went to the top of his route and had to kind of throw the guy off him, come back to the ball, and Aiden threw it before he even turned. Like, those are the type of plays that I really get fired up about. And these dudes are in the game, and I'm texting in group chats, you know, just in case they look at it at halftime or after the game, but just let them know that I'm fired up watching and can't wait to get back with them.
What do you see specifically from the quarterbacks, Davante?
I mean, they both balled out. They both did their thing, and you know, Gardner came in and picked up right where Aiden left off, and they both played their game too. You can see, you know, we got two quarterbacks that are not necessarily the same, and when you got a guy that like Aiden, who, you know, he's an extremely accurate, you know, thrower, and you know, a little bit more traditional, and he's playing his game, and he goes out there and stays within himself, and you know, moving in the pocket and trusting the O-line, and obviously the O-line doing a good job keeping both of those guys clean as much as possible. You know, I've seen a lot of good, so hopefully we keep doing that, and it's gonna make it harder on AB to figure out, but I'm praying for nothing but success for both of them.
DJ Turner is a guy that's having a terrific camp. Would you talk about what you've seen in him and his maturation, please?
Yeah, DJ, it's funny because we talked about it like going into the offseason and kind of throughout the offseason about where his mind was and what his goals were, not numbers wise, but you know, just to get better and just to keep earning the respect of the coaches and you know, the team as well. And you've seen the work that he put in. I know the work he's putting in the offseason when we were away, and it's definitely paying off. And the more you make plays, the more it grows your confidence. And you'll hear me talk about confidence all the time because that's one of the biggest components of being able to have success in this league is you know, stacking success, and which leads to you going out there and being able to walk around a certain type of way on game day. And you know, that's why I feel the way that I do out on, you know, pregame, and I'm, you know, I feel like people are watching me, and it's, you know, obviously they are, but I have it on my mind, and you know, I put all the work in. So at that point, it's just about, you know, same thing about you talk about, you know, me missing any preseason games or any action that we had in practice, and when you bring that intentionality, game-like intentionality to your, you know, your practice habits, and you go out in preseason and do those things, and it just continues to grow your mind, and then at that point, it's, you know, it's not anything else than just making the play.
How exciting is it for a player? I mean, I know you played in front of huge crowds, but to have a practice tomorrow in front of fans, hasn't done that in a while around here.
Yeah.
Just to get out there and kind of, you know, play in front of fans like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great deal. I mean, you get a different type of feeling when you walk in onto that field in Allegiant. So I know guys will be in the locker room feeling like it's a game before, even though it's not. But it's hard not to have that feeling when you walk in that building and see all those fans and see how fired up everybody is for the season. So that'll be fun.
How quickly did you regret agreeing to eat hot wings with Monroe St. Brown?
You know what? I can't say I regret it because it was fun. Got to hang out with one of my guys for a minute, but 2 million Scoville units, I believe they call it. I don't know if y'all ever tasted anything that's that hot before, but it's not a game. Obviously, it's funny because we laughing and doing all of that, but like, it's not acting, like it's not barbecue wings and we just like doing that. Mind you, the wings are not like wet, like, you know, you can go to Buffalo Wild Wings and they'll make them like drenched in the sauce. It's like they put the sauce on and took it off. So you don't even have that much like extra like thickness of the sauce on there that'll really make it bad, and it was horrible. So fun experience, but not a good time. And I don't like drinking milk either, and I had to drink a lot of milk after that.
How much more comfortable are you now, just mentally, emotionally, everything, now that the baby's here, mom's fine, and the team is back here in Vegas for you, just to focus now, I guess, on the football that's coming?
Yeah, I'm still letting the last bit. I think hopefully after this presser, this will be the last where I can finally put it to bed. I've seen basically everybody in the facility now, got all the congratulatory, thanks, all that stuff out the way. So now it's just, like you said, just locking back in on what we got to do. And got my healthy baby boy at home, and the rest of the kids there. So we had a full house and a lot of help and support around us to make sure I can lock in when we're in the building too.
All right, thanks, Davante.
Thanks.
Thanks, Davante.